been down towards the second half of this season. I think she's being banned now based off of just like she's a go-to. She's a default ban. We don't like dealing with her. But I don't think the target bans are being brought up yet. So I don't think Eve. I don't see her being banned as much in the second half, especially when people start target banning, unless someone we know uses them and uses them well.
Yeah, now are we gonna... So I've heard word is that Khalid can actually be a decent counter to Glue. I don't really understand how, but that is the word. I think I'm wondering what they're gonna lock in for the CXP lane here. They go with the Lapu. I mean, it's a good pick. I don't think it's really any kind of counter pick though. I think it's just a EXP laner to throw in.
I'm excited to see anybody counter Glue. Because I've yet to see. Now, listen, I know a lot of people can harass him, but I've yet to see someone lock down Glue on the side lane. It's always been an absolute battle and like a Uranus, right? You have to send more resources down there to deal with it. So I don't know if Lapu can counter Glue, but I'm excited to see if anyone can do it. You know, Uzi's going to show us how. So I'm excited to see if that'll actually happen.
So, I don't know if you remember, but in Season 1, I think the win rate of Atlas was 0. I don't think Atlas...
100% the win rate of Atlas was 0, and we questioned it every time somebody picked Atlas. We were hoping, right? We were like, all right, listen, maybe, you know, it was like the Franco, that godly Franco that we saw in Season 1, when I was like, listen, if Franco is one of the worst tanks out there, because unless he hooks and he's got a high percentage, it's just a waste of a hero. And then we saw this godly Franco come out and just run the map, right? And we were hoping to see that with Atlas. We've yet to see that with Atlas.
Yeah,
it's a 0% win rate. I'm not impressed. I'm not moved. I think it's a bad move. So, hey, maybe the Knights are going to show us. You know, maybe they're gonna bring out a godly Atlas here and prove us wrong, Rex.
Yeah, I think the composition of DEUS Knights isn't horrible. Like the Nana and the Atlas are a little sus, but overall, like the idea behind it isn't bad. And when I look at the side of the valley, it's also, I mean, you got this Vale, who is a good mage, but we don't see him in very much tournament play, very much pro play. So both teams kind of looking a little weird. I don't know who I want to give it to here, draft-wise at least.
I don't either. I really like the Glue pick. I think that's going to be huge. But then you've got Atlas, right? So I'm not a fan of Atlas at all. So I think, you know, the positive and the pros that Glue is bringing to the table, I think Atlas is bringing down back to neutral. So I think it's well even between the two. Lance is a godly hyper, but so is Roger. Lapu's a solid in his lane. I can't give it to either team right now, but if we're looking at just skill based, just talent based alone, like we saw last game, I think the Valley's going to take this game.
I can say, man, if DEUS Knights gets a good CC combo off with this Nana, with this Atlas, they can win a game off a one-team fight, you know? They have the capabilities to do that. It just depends if they're going to be able to get that.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Vale is actually a direct counter to Glue.
That's
not something I would expect, but the second skill, right? Possibly, if Glue's in his ult form.
But in the top lane, Jokesta gets the first blood on to that Brody. No, Jokesta goes down. First blood going to basic. Kufa's really been hugging that gold lane and helping out, and that's exactly why. But if Vale is a counter to that, I'm excited to see it.
Right, yeah, I didn't expect it, but I can see it, right? Absolutely with that knock-up. We know he can knock up multiple enemies, so, you know, Glue, with all of his little rubber bunnies. Roderick going a little deep in here, but 4 members.
Oh, does he want to try to push it, though? He does take some damage. He's able to dash away, but he's just showing, like, I'm here. I just took your Nana down to half health. Be careful.
And we got the turtle coming up, and Guapo setting it up, getting a pull here from Dapper, but does have to push off to go to mid lane to help out Vale here.
Yeah, and easy peasy in a bad spot. Guapo not able to get the kill. The ultimate Nana comes in to zone off, and nobody's ready to take this turtle yet. Looks like it's going to be a reset.
The flame shot almost knocking out Ghost and Eugen in mid right there. Vale got no health. Beautiful flame shot. Did connect, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, that was close. That was close.
Listen, I'm a flame shot fan, so anytime one gets thrown out, especially right there, that would have been a huge pick for the side of the Knights.
Definitely a huge pick. Turtles up. It looks like, I mean, right now, Deuce Knights kind of has a little bit of a zoning on it. Zai forced to go back under his tower, head back to base, and this is going to definitely give the Valley a little bit more of an advantage. 4 members around this turtle, easy peasy, add his own blue buff, so he's not going to be able to really contest. I think they're going to have to give this turtle over to the side of the Valley, and at this point, it's maybe try to make a play on top, maybe try to make a play on the opposite side of map so we can get something for this turtle.
Yeah, I think great play by Uzi there on bottom lane, really controlling Glue and really forcing him to go back, which just opened up the turtle for Guapo. So great Lapu play against the Glue there. But here we are, the Valley, right, making some plays, and we're up 1,000 gold on the side of the Valley, and I think now you're going to start seeing they want these picks, right? They're going to look for that pick, and Roger's getting his buffs, and he's going to come out here, and we might see the Roger show soon here, Rex.
For sure, and Basic just really controlling this lane, using that ultimate in the gold side to clear the wave as fast as possible. Guapo coming in behind Hendrix Laval. This could be the gank on the gold lane that we want to see. Guapo deciding to revert back. He zones in onto 77. She flame shops him away, but he keeps on pushing forward. She pops the ultimate for the zoning, and it looks like Nana may have not been the worst pick after all here. She's definitely holding her own up against the Valley.
Yeah, even, and I hate saying this, but even Atlas doing a good job when it comes to the zoning, helping Nana with that zoning against that Roger, right? We know he's aggressive. We know he likes to burst down his enemies, but with a Nana Atlas there, kind of zoning that out, it has been limiting the Roger, and now Glue getting involved.
Yeah, Glue's taking a little too much damage. Oh, we messed up screen, but he does ult onto Guapo, and now Guapo's in a bit of a poor situation. He's going to need to try to get away, but Zay not able to get the finish. He gets taken out from Guapo. Maybe a little bit of an overextension there. Feeling a little too crazy. You need to get a few more items before you can take on 3 members.
Yeah, and I don't think Zai was expecting 3 members to be there. He saw the hyper, and a lot of people hiding in the bush there, but just too much aggression, and this is what the Valley's going to make you pay for. They're going to get a turret out of this, Rex, and they're also going to increase that gold lead now to almost 3,000. So it's little engages like that and little mistakes where teams like the Valley and teams like TSU, they really punish you for it.
Yeah, most definitely. And Guapo now sitting on Deuce Knight's red buff. Easy peasy, can't even contest it. He's going to now rotate up to the turtle as the rest of his team is waiting in these bushes. Hendrik Lozal might just be running right in. Uzi coming in. He's saving this ultimate. Will he pop it? He decides not to. He just wants to help secure this turtle. Just to let you guys know, the reason why my camera keeps flickering, there's a bug with Atlas in this tournament lobby that it just goes to him sometimes. It's one of the reasons I also hate having Atlas play in these games.
I didn't know that, and I didn't like Atlas before this. Now I really don't like Atlas. So.
Anytime he uses second skill, sometimes I just automatically, cam just goes to him. He misses an ultimate. Hendrik Lazal is not able to do anything. Gets knocked out from Eugen and taken out from Dapper. In comes Basic with that ultimate, just shredding away more members, forcing everyone back, and they're able to secure the turtle for the side of the Valley.
Dude, the Nana, again, I think is a great pick. We just saw right there, Guapo went in after grabbing and securing turtle and wanted to be aggressive, and very well should have been. We had a lot of members low, but the Molina got picked up by Guapo, turned him into his little cat penguin, and absolutely had to force him back. So I think, I was a little hesitant on the Nana gameplay and the choice here in the draft, but it's really paying off on the side of the Knights here. The game, now granted, the game is already going towards the side of the Valley, but I think it could be going even more had that Molina not been out there to save some of these team fights.
Most definitely. I mean, she's doing a wonderful job, but again, the Deuce Knights are just getting outplayed. Like, they're just getting outplayed.
They are. I mean, the Valley's rotation, their macro gameplay is phenomenal, and Deuce Knights, we were looking for a lineup that was going to counter what's happening here. We're seeing a little bit of it in terms of some of the micro plays, like the Nana stopping their hyper. But Glue, right, which we were really hoping to see a lot of, hasn't really been someone being messed with.
77 takes huge damage. Hendrix Laval finally pops the ultimate, but the Purify saves him, and he pays the price for trying to take 2 members of the Valley, and he goes down. In the bottom lane, Eugen able to take out Zai, and this is going to be this could be a possible early game finish for the side of the Valley. They take another tower out of that bot lane, and they're now going to keep on closing in, eating up jungle, taking gold away. Lord is going to be up in about 16 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah, taking the jungle away, just slowly picking away at turrets. I mean, the Knights can't even push out and defend these second-tier turrets. The only one they've got left standing is in mid there. No, they do up top. They didn't get to secure it there. I thought Uzi was going to finish it up, and they're trying to get it, and he wants it, but cannot secure that top lane second tier. But they are going to push in on the mid here, but they're just setting themselves up for Lord here, Rex. Melina does chase down Vale. They're doing a great job zoning this out. They've got to push on top. That second tier turret's going to be gone. I doubt the Knights are even going to make a play at Lord here. The big question is, after the Valley secures this Lord, which is guaranteed theirs, there's not even a push here. Do they stand a chance?
Zeus Knights definitely finish this because they're about to take out Zai. He does lock on to Yuzi, though. Can he get a finish here? The rest of the team is here to help. Hendrix Zal gets knocked up, pops an ultimate, finally lands on 2 members, but in comes Dapper to help save the day. Uzi able to get away. They do take out Yujin, but Zai quickly gets shut down to Guapo, and now it's a 4v4. A Lord crashing down the top wave. I do not think Deuce Knights can survive this siege tank.
I don't think they can, but once again, right? Guapo was on the hunt. Roger was at full health. He had Atlas almost dead. Now, normally Roger would have just chased him down and cleaned him up, but that Molina is out there again. So the Nana gameplay, I think, is coming in huge against this Roger. It's great micro, but the Valley is just playing the entire map right now. They're getting objectives. They're sinking lanes right now. They've got the gold lead sitting at almost 8,000. This might be the end here. A big engage is all the Valley needs to finish this up.
Here comes the push. Lord is getting pretty melted down, but I think they want to try to force this. Zai goes into the back lane, trying to zone them off, and it is working. They're able to take out Lord, and they are going to survive this siege tank. Take the words out of my mouth. They are going to take this tier 2, though. Are they going to keep pushing? Do they want to try to finish this now? A wave of minions on each side. They keep pushing. Yujin does get caught up by Atlas and thrown over the wall. He's going to pay for that. He may go down, but in comes Basic to save the day and just take out 2 members. Yujin does get hit by the flame shot, but Basic quickly comes in and repays the debt, taking out 2 members from Deuce Knights and an inhibitor to go along with it.
You gotta love the gameplay, though. Atlas finally coming out, showing us something, but Roger's on the hunt. Molina's there once again to snag him, though. This is huge for the side of Knights.
Yeah, Dapper goes down. They are able to take away another member away from the Valley, but it's just not enough. The inhibitor may be next. Yuzi trying to zone off, but instead they're going to revert back, take this blue buff, and maybe step back for a second, take a quick breath, and put the pressure back on in a few minutes. The Lord is up in 50 seconds, tank.
Yeah, I mean, you know, showing a little bit of life. Atlas gets that throw over the wall on the side of GOSU Yujin, which was a great pick, and then the flame shot to finish him up. But that's not enough, right? So far, that's really the only play we've seen coming from the tank on the side of the Knights here.
Oh, Yuzi may be a little overextended. He's able to dash away. Zai on his trail. Doesn't get knocked up by that second skill. I mean, Deuce Knights are playing a decent game. Like, especially this, even though it's 3-9, the kills aren't as bad as it was last game. You know, they're playing a little bit better, I feel like, but it's still just not enough to keep up with the Valley. They haven't taken a single tower. They're constantly on the defense, constantly just trying to survive, tank.
Yeah, they haven't been able to make any plays here, and the picks just come. Great Atlas set.
Finally, he gets the set. Dapper goes down. Can they take another one? Zai on the prowl. Basic comes in with that ultimate and zones them all under that tower. He's going to flicker back. Guapo getting chased down by Zai. Hendrix Zal following behind. They want Guapo. They want to get this kill, but they just can't find it. Zai trying to do something here, but he's going to take a little bit too much damage. I don't think he can handle it. He's up against 1v1 with Guapo, and the health bar's too low. Basic comes in, collects the mega kill, and finishes him off, tank.
I mean, I don't know if that was a little bit too much extension from the side of the Valley there, or if that was just a phenomenal set from Atlas, but Atlas finally showing some life on the side of the Knights here. Great play. Finally answering back. But Basic going in and just cleaning up that Nana, which is going to open up Roger now.
Next
There's no
up
Molina
is
there to save
Hendrix.
any of them.
Immortality does pop. They all use their ultimates to try to finish him. They got 2 minions. They're going to take this inhibitor and close in. Just 2 members of DEUS Knights left. We get a couple recalls, and now they're going to focus in on this Nexus. Wait for the next wave to come. Basic on against the wall, pushing Jokesta. Back up against a nice knockup coming in from Eugen. They're not going to be able to take out the members, though. 2 minions left. Can they finish it here? Zai looking low. They get the kill. Basic gets it. Next is Jokesta. The members are coming back from DEUS Knights, though, as minions keep on crashing down. Another wave coming down to the top. The Valley just picking on them. A full hero wipe, and they're going to let the minions finish this game, Tank.
That was absolutely crazy. Right there when Knights finally showed some life, got a great set just outside the Nexus there, picking off some members of the Valley. And the Valley not letting off, right? Didn't even pull back. They just sat around the jungle, sat around that blue buff. And once the Knights extended a little too far, Uzi came in with that ult, or Basic came in with that ult, cleaned up that Nana. Once 777 was out of there, that just left open reign for Guapo to come in with that Roger. And there was no Molina there to slow him down. And they just cleaned it up there at the end, Rex.
Yeah, they really cleaned it up. And another 2-0 sweep for day 2. It's been some fast series tonight. We are just plowing through this night. Definitely nothing like day 1. Starting to see some of the teams who are possible top 6 contenders, and some of the teams that are going to have to try a little bit hard to make it to the playoffs.
I mean, we're looking. There's no barn burners yet. There's no rubber match. This has just been straight 2-0 sweeps the whole time, Rex. These are great games. I love seeing this game style. But man, I want a game, dude. I want a back and forth. I want no towers or no turrets left on the game field. I want the next Lord to decide the game, right? A big team fight. Is it going to be a bait? Is it going to be an actual secure the Lord? We're just not seeing that, right? We're seeing these teams just roll over their opponents, and it's not that their opponents are out drafted or that they're not playing well, but the teams that are winning are just playing so well together that it's hard to beat. It's so hard to beat.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough to beat. Next game's up. We have another 2 new faces to the league. Insomniacs up against the Kingdom. One thing I can say about Insomniacs is they are pretty closely connected to Area 77.